Welcome back. Now we're going to look at the application of the service charge on a token when a customer purchases a prepaid voucher. Let us firstly look at a customer who purchases a voucher of 200 rands. The system is firstly configured to remove value-added tax, which goes over to the South African Revenue Services, leaving a value of 173 rands and 91 cents to use for purchasing the token. The system is then secondly configured to calculate how much will be allocated towards the capacity and service charge. Since this is a token of 200 rands, the system is configured to take 50% of the 200 rand that was purchased, meaning that 100 rands will go towards the capacity and service charge, leaving a balance of 73 rands and 91 cents. The 73 rands and 91 cents will then be used to purchase units on Block 1 of the prepaid high tariff. Prepaid high tariff Block 1 is 2 rand and 34 cents per kilowatt hour. Therefore, the 73.91 cents is divided by the kilowatt hour rate of Block 1, meaning that the customer will receive 31.3 kilowatt hours. As can be seen by this example, the customer only paid 100 rand, meaning that there is still a balance of 100 rand. Now we move over to the customer's second purchase. Let's assume now that this very same customer now purchases a voucher of 500 rand. They have already settled 100 rand from the first purchase of 200 that we looked into. Within that first purchase, since they have already paid 100 rand, in the second transaction, they will pay the balance of 100 rands, leaving a balance of 334 rands and 78 cents. As you will recall from the first example, we remove VAT and thus we leave an amount with which you can use to purchase electricity. Therefore, the 100 rand is used to purchase or to pay the capacity and service charge, and the difference of 334 rands and 78 cents is used to purchase the total units. Since the customer is still in the first block, the 334 rands and 78 cents that remains will be allocated to consumption in the first block at 2 rand and 36.34 cents. As you can see, the 334 rands at this rate will give the customer 141.7 kilowatt hours. This is what the customer will get if they purchase 500 rands after they have purchased 200 rands. As such, this customer has now paid off or settled their entire service fee. Over to the third transaction that the customer is going to buy. The third transaction being a token of 1,500 rands. Since the customer has already made a purchase from token 1 and token 2 and has effectively covered the service and network charge in the first two tokens, you will see here clearly demonstrated that there is no service or network charge that is taken, and all the money from the 1,500 rand is allocated to the domestic high block 1, domestic high block 2, and domestic high block 3 tariffs, with the difference going over to value added tax. You can see that on domestic block 1, 418 rands and 32 cents is allocated to block 1. On block 2, 406 rand and 65 cents is allocated to block 2, while the difference of 470 rand and 25 cents is allocated to block 3. The network surcharge domestic that you see on this token starts getting charged for a customer who uses 500 kilowatt hours and above. If you buy less than 500, you will not pay this kilowatt hour network surcharge. And as such, the customer will now receive 479.3 kilowatt hours because they have effectively paid off the service and the network charge.